to the of Wasteland 2, and I'm going to show you just briefly, a little fight between me and a group of pod people and flies, and I figured I'd just go ahead and give you a taste of the game. I am running Windows 7 here. Uh, this video thing I'm using is kind of good because I can separate the sound and the video, give you a better strategy. Um, Basically, the game is pretty good. It's a lot like XCOM, so you got to do a lot of cover and shooting and trying to figure the enemy out. As you can see, I'm taking some pretty good damage, but my team is well prepared for it. I'm just waking up this morning, so I might be a little slow on the uptake. I have one heavy, one weapons specialist, one guy who's good with plasma guns and energy rifles, and then of course I have my so-called thief or skill set, person at getting into places. This guy is my plasma tier, the guy currently shooting the shoddy, and there's my plasma gun, but it's empty, so he can't do anything about it. So, right on back to the shotgun and stopping. Okay, here we have my thief, who's named Carrie. Looks like I'm going to try to use my assault rifle here in a minute as soon as she gets into the right position and prepared for ambush. And let's see, she got a lucky crit of 11 points to that pod person who's trying to flank but not doing a good job of it. And these pod people tend to be pretty dumb. They move around, but they don't attack much. The flies are really annoying. They like to try to hit you as often as they can. Plus, besides being infected and nasty, they're kind of radioactive. That's why they're purple, but it's all right. I'm gonna, let's see, go ahead and try to heal up a little bit because I got hurt. Game mechanics work better in Windows than in Linux, and I have played it in Linux. It takes a little more figuring out. The learning curve's a lot higher. It's just not as easy. That fly got totally trounced. If you want to play this game in Linux, I suggest you give yourself plenty of time because it just takes a little extra time to figure it out. If you play in Windows, it's pretty seamless. You hop in, and the buttons are pretty intuitive. End turn is end turn, and the little pictograms kind of tell the story of what you can and cannot do. Yeah. You've got your headshot there in the dead center, top menu tab, and you've got your ambush, which is the arrow with the dude. The swap weapon is the gun, and the far right is your reload. Other than that, there's a bunch of other little quick tabs to your left, along with damage right below the end turn, and armor penetration and chance to hit. All good stuff to know. If you have any need for more information, you could probably find it on Steam's site, or you could probably just look for help in-game, which I have neglected to use. I do like the tooltips, but I read those as they come. I'm not sure about getting help in-game, but I'm sure it's there. Anyways, it looks like most of the enemies are mopped up. I've got a couple pod people left. And if you do go to Ag Center, and you probably will at some point, these pod people like to explode. So whenever you're ready to polish them off, make sure you back your group off, or they will all get hit by explosive, rotting damage. And then on top of that, you will get infected. So, yeah, they're pretty nasty. Let's see, what else? I chose to save High Pool over Ag Center in this particular version, so I wanted the water kind of more than the food, which is understandable. You can live longer without water than food. But just make sure that you take your time and try to evacuate as many of your team members as you can before the pod people explode. And also, if you see that little bit of clump under the tree there, that used to be one of the exploding pods. You want to take those out from a distance because they also like to explode and shower you with disease and what do you call that? Oh, damage, right? Explosive damage. Okay, so I'm almost done.